Northumbria University is unique in a number of ways. Firstly, it offers really practical, experiential education for our students. Education that's rooted within the world we live in and prepares students for their life ambitions.
The practicals are at first more generic scripted practicals to get you to learn more techniques as to how to use equipment, how to carry out different chemical techniques. And then in the later years, more research project based for dissertations, and that's more of your independent work. So very comprehensive.
At Bachelor's, I worked with one of the academics to synthesise something that was antibacterial, and that was going to get bonded to a piece of medical grade plastic to make it antibacterial, and we tested it and it worked.
My personal bachelor's project, I built a microscope out of Lego to get some bacterial testing done, which felt fantastic, knowing that I'm actually doing some proper cutting-edge research whilst really enjoying myself and building Lego.
Last week I went on my most recent site visit. It was a company called TGA, who are a building service company, and they showed us around a couple of their sites that they're doing their work on. They showed us around the facilities, and it was really knowledgeable to know the work that's actually going on behind the scenes. And it actually piqued interest for me to actually start a career in building services. The benefit from companies coming in to teach you industry experience is that it's knowledge that you wouldn't gather from university, and it prepares you for when you're actually leaving university.
WYNN invited us to look at the prestigious archive that tells the history of the family and of the WYNN store from 1892 to modern day, and we went into the archive at the Discovery Museum and we found out all of the interesting documentations that we found interesting from a fashion education perspective. What we did was we split our students into design teams, and each were given a decade to respond to, and they went down the journey and they discovered the narrative of the journey and turned it into a contemporary conceptual concept for today, and that's how they've created their garments.
So some of the real projects that we've worked on as part of this course is in partnership with Urban Green Newcastle. We've delivered a participatory budgeting event to encourage children to be more active within the parks and within nature. And this was a real life example, and it was really interesting to actually have this relationship with Urban Green Newcastle to deliver something that's going to make a real difference.
It's been a really fantastic collaboration. It makes things really real for students in terms of they're actually doing a real world project and proposals that is ultimately going to be implemented by Urban Green Newcastle.
A group of us from first year are competing in a competition that's run by the Institute of Mechanical Engineers. So we're building a line launcher where we've got to test, present and show off the device. So it allows us to build up skills that will help us in the future in terms of communication skills, but also building and completing a product to a high standard.
In third year, we have an industrial placement year that enables us to go work, and I feel like that is very interesting because it allows us to get not just lecture experience and practical experience, but we also get to go into places that we would probably be working in once we graduate and kind of figure out and experience what it's like to actually work in a place rather than just learning the theory.
I have been analysing medieval manuscripts, and I have been using loads of different spectroscopy techniques and kind of surface characterisation techniques, and that has been amazing, especially in conjunction with my experience from a BSc project. It's really shaped what I want to do going forward.